Hello, my name is Erica. I am the millennial.
Hi, I'm Angie the Gen Z.
Hi, I'm Nano, I'm the Gen Z.
Okay. Today, Angie, do you have a story ready for us?
No, I don't.
Of course you don't. You have a hard life.
Yeah. I
Yeah, you do. You babysit my dog, so I mean,
Oh,
that's hard enough as it is.
is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having to deal with teenies. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
loser.
You're a loser. And
You're a
then I woke
loser.
up sick.
Whatever. I don't believe you.
I threw
I
up.
flew up.
Nano was not there, but Nano came in.
Shut up, Donna. You can't even say anything.
You know what?
Why didn't
Nano-
you go to summer school?
I didn't say anything.
Why didn't you go to summer school?
Because I'm sore.
Why else?
I didn't want to walk away. No, mainly I'm sore.
Nano
It's like,
came into my room with his big dogs, and his big dogs were sniffing this trash bag I had. And Nano was like, "Why are you sniffing that?" And I was like, "That's where my throw up is."
Oh, that's disgusting. You're gross. Why you let them do that?
I didn't know, cause
Como que you didn't know you saw?
I didn't see. I was in bed, and Nano was like, "What are you sniffing?" And I look up, and he's sniffing my throw up bag.
This was like,
I was like, "Oh, that little kick."
You're nasty. You
You're
kept
nasty.
the bag inside your room.
Huh?
You kept the bag inside your room.
Yeah.
ugh.
We'll throw it away when we're done with this.
Eesh.
Oh,
All right.
Then you just snapped at a fly.
that was cute.
That was
The
adorable.
ASMR.
I love it. Midnight loves. All right. Is there anything to share?
No.
No, I don't think
No?
so.
Me either. What did we do? Not much. I just went to work, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to work for 7 straight days. Yesterday was my day off. Ooh, yesterday I was trying to get my rock chip fixed, cause I got a rock chip. Driving to my other job.
Mhm.
Ain't no rock
Anyway.
chip. It's all crack.
In the hole. It was the rock. It started as a rock chip. Well, the rock chipped my window and then it cracked all the way across. But it's just slowly cracking more and more. So it's slowly going more and more across my windshield. It's like almost to the passenger side now.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, that's pretty tragic, I guess. I just hope that nothing happens to my window when I get it fixed again.
You get it fixed. There's another
Shut up.
Another rock chip appears.
Shut up. Knock on wood. I don't want that to happen. That's all that happened, honestly. Other than that, just working and trying to stay alive, I guess. I don't know. What about you guys? Angie? Relatable?
No.
Oh, okay.
Angie doesn't go to work.
I stay here and take care of your kids.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Nano? Tell the people why you were sore this week or this day.
I don't know. I went to work with my dad. I haven't been to work with him in like years. Like actual work.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I guess that just made me sore.
Okay. Perfect. Alright, I think I'll just get started then. Because since
We had the
Angie...
grimace shake.
Oh yeah, we had the grimace shake. It was okay, right? It was
I liked
alright.
it.
It was a little sweet. So
I liked it.
I didn't
muffin.
really
Could have added
finish it.
milk to it. I could have added milk to
You
it.
didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it, no. I only
It's like
did
a-
like half of it.
It tastes like a blueberry muffin.
It does, but drinking it, you know?
Yeah.
It's alright.
It filled me
Alright.
up, so that's good, I guess.
It filled you up. We have to
Yeah.
eat right now.
Alright,
You have to
yeah.
eat food right now, real food.
But then you give me yours, and yours was like I saw like a quarter left.
Like half of it.
Yeah.
It was alright. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it since Angie doesn't have a story or anything to share with us. What? Yes? What?
What?
Oh my god, you're raising your hand. I was like, what? Go ahead. No need to ask permission.
Oh my God.
Fly with her hand.
Oh, Angie! Oh, you're gross! Mr. Miyagi over here. She legit.
It says
Oh my gosh, she
She's
legit slapped the fly, right? And then she opened her hand, the fly was on her hand. She closed it back up. She's squeezing that mother.
she squished it, and then she expected it not to be on her hand.
Yeah,
It's
because I
right
didn't
there.
see it
And
on my foot.
she still has it in her hand. And she's moving.
It's still alive. That's why I have my hand
Girl.
closed. What am I supposed to do?
Put it in your water bottle. And then
That's not my
drown
water
it.
bottle.
Do it. You're perfect. Get it. That water bottle. Get it.
I think it probably is my water bottle.
Loser.
Chris is your water bottle. You leave water bottles everywhere.
Dude.
Can you bring me hand
Angie.
sanitizer now?
Who are you, Angie?
So you bring me hand sanitizer.
You get it yourself.
Because Boo was on me.
Ooh. Ah.
Oh.
There you go. It's in there. Angie, hurry up, quick. Now mix it. Shake it. I want to see you shake it.
You're
it.
evil.
Do it now. Yes.
You're ugly.
This is like.
I have that right there.
There's hand sanitizer right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a little Bath and Body Works.
Angie,
one.
give it to her.
I
Angie,
don't see
please.
anything.
It's over
It's
here
around
near the recorder.
I still don't see anything.
You get up. My ow. Yeah.
Freaking Mr. Miyagi. We have Mr. Miyagi right here dying.
I'm powerful. Okay.
You're little. So Mr. Miyagi. You're not Asian though.
Oh, when I was thinking Mr. Miyagi, I was thinking of Jackie Chan, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh,
recently saw-
I was thinking about the OG. Oh my
recently
gosh!
started
Now
liking-
you know the original too.
We have to tell everybody the realization we came to. Remember when we were talking?
I'm sorry.
Bless you, Midnight. Bless you.
It's not midnight.
Teeny Midnight. Remember we were talking, and then we came to the realization about the Tokyo Drift movie and the Karate Kid movie, the new one.
Oh yeah. So
Tell people.
Tokyo Drift is like, well, it's kind of, Andy, shut up.
Put it down. Yeah, put it down. Go ahead.
Okay, so Tokyo Drift is like, it's like the 2010 well, it's like really similar to the 2010 Karate Kid movie, because it's this American kid that comes to a foreign country that he doesn't know. So instead of China, he goes to Japan. But which one came first? Obviously the original Karate Kid did.
The original
But
Karate Kid, yeah, but the remake
Then it
is
was
after.
Tokyo Drift. Then it was so 2010 Karate Kid is like Tokyo Drift.
Has the same plot,
Yeah,
basically.
because so it's see like the younger American kid, and then he gets taken on and he finds a mentor, the older Asian guy, Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi and Han.
Yeah.
Basically teaches him.
And then in Fast and Furious, he's being taught how to drift, and in Karate Kid, he's being taught karate.
Yeah.
And then the end point in Karate Kid is to go into this competition and fight the evil little kid, right? And then the end point in Tokyo Drift is to be in this race, this drifting race, and beat the evil guy. But then it's so funny because in both movies, the American always takes the girl from the main protagonist. And yeah, I mean, basically, because we were talking about the Fast and Furious movies and how Fast and Furious, well, in my opinion, should have died after the 4th or 5th movie or so. It shouldn't have gone this long. It should not be up to number 10 right now, because I feel like it just lost the whole purpose of being about driving and about cars.
It was originally about street racing.
It was originally about street racing and about cars, and then all of a sudden that just I have no idea what happened. Something changed.
Well,
and
the first movie didn't involve them being big heist, big time heist.
yeah, big time heist, and then it involved so much cars. It's so many cars and all these races. And the second movie too was about another job or something, and then they had these cars and they were racing these cars too. Tokyo Drift is about drifting a whole car, And then the fourth, I don't even remember what the fourth one was.
I forgot about it too.
I think Lady might have died or something.
I think that's when she did die.
And then the fifth one,
That's when she didn't have a memory.
she didn't have a memory. They're trying to get her back. Yeah, but anyways, it just starts getting way out of hand. I feel like it should have
I
stopped.
personally feel like they should quit it for a while, stop for 3 years and then reboot it, but I actually make it about street racing again.
Yeah.
And it's and have it connect with the newer car fans.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, then we were talking about it and we're all like, oh my gosh, it's the exact same movie, same plot and everything, but just one's about karate and one's about drifting. And yeah, that's all we found out. I think that's what we were thinking of in our free time.
Do you guys
We were
remember?
freaking out though, because we're like, oh my god, oh my.
Do you guys remember? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Remember what?
You guys remember that commercial we saw in the Flash movie? It was about that one kid that does
The Gran Turismo movie?
yeah,
Is that
he is it? Oh, he races
Yeah,
in video
PlayStation
games.
game? Yeah.
But he's gonna race in real life now. Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't it based on in real life?
Yeah, it said in the movie.
It's
based off
there.
the movie. It's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool. I do want to see it.
At first, I was I was probably gonna be whack. But then,
I would
I actually
too,
saw
too.
it and that actually kind of.
I know.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer came out and it was kind of.
What do you think about that?
I feel like
Angie?
it's really low budget. It's probably a lot of money, but I feel like they could have done way better.
Angie, what about you? What do you think? Because you're really hyped about this.
I was, and I saw the commercial for the trailer. I mean, I saw the trailer, and then I got kind of sad.
I'm
But
down with
I'm
the
still
actors.
gonna.
Not what you.
I like the
expect.
actors. It's not
It's
what
not
I
what you
expect.
expect. It's I feel I don't know. Because in the trailer, there's no phone guy in the trailer. That kind of upset me.
The phone guy is the guy that calls you when you're in the game. They call you to give you instructions and stuff like that.
It's
Also, he brought his little sister with him. Is that his daughter or his sister in the
I
movie?
think it's supposed to be his sister.
His little sister. And in the game, you're just by yourself. And in the games, they're just trying to hunt you down and kill you. And then in the movie, they're trying to turn the little girl into one of them, into animatronic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
because that's kind of what happened to
Hopefully
them.
it's good. Hopefully it isn't whack. I had a lot of high hopes because we've been waiting for this movie for such
It's
a long time.
coming out on Julie's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can go watch that.
So
On her birthday.
yeah, let's not celebrate her birthday. Let's go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget Julie.
Yeah.
She doesn't even want to be on this podcast.
Julie
No.
Hater Club.
Julie
Hating
the
Club?
Julie Hater Club. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Continue. Continue with your story.
Okay. Well, it's not my story. This is actually so one of my coworkers, and this kind of happens all the time too. When my coworkers find out that I have a podcast, but a little podcast, but they always give me suggestions, or some of them give me
The
suggestions.
3 viewers.
Cool.
Huh?
The 3 viewers.
3 viewers of what?
3 viewers.
The
Me,
3
Mom, and
viewers?
Tito.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they give me suggestions for the 3 viewers. But you, Mom, Turo, and Julie is 4.
July.
Julie, that's
Well,
4.
we're hating right now, so it's 3.
Okay. But yes. So one of my coworkers, she gave me a suggestion, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. And then since today Angie didn't have anything, I was like, might as well pop it up, And this is actually we're going back to our roots a bit. Remember, Angie, in the first few episodes, we were purely just creepypastas.
Yeah.
We're doing it like
So this is gonna be a creepypasta, yeah.
Your coworkers know about creepypasta?
Yeah.
Aren't they like old like you?
No, they're not.
Are they younger than you?
Some of them are younger than me. Some are older. Some of them are like Gen Zs, and some of them are millennials. Who are like the younger millennials. Some of them are the older
So
Gen
like
Zs.
they grew up on the internet like me and Angie?
No, not really. No.
Oh.
I mean, but it's just something that they heard of.
Oh, okay.
Like
They probably
they
did, but
understand,
like when
they
they
know.
were when they probably did, but when they grew up on it, they were probably like teenagers.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that you're done insulting us and our age.
Never.
This is a creepypasta. You guys probably heard of it. It is called the Tulpa.
Mm-hmm.
The Tulpa. Tulpa. You've heard of it, Angie?
Yeah, I remember I heard like somebody. I like watching like those people like animate stories
Yeah.
while they tell them.
The Tulpa. I never
Yeah.
heard of the Tulpa.
You never heard of it?
I was
I've
just
seen,
thinking
like,
like
a video
Ben
of that.
Drowned or something like. That was really cool.
Oh.
I was hoping Ben Drowned because I really like that story.
Ben Drowned?
It's
Ben
like a Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it starts off with a guy like buying an old copy of Legend of Zelda, and then like
Maybe next
he
story.
plays it, and it's like there's an old set file called Ben, and then I don't know, it's pretty cool.
No, maybe the next time we can, Angie,
Yeah.
talk about that one. Go back to our roots for a bit,
Mhm.
But this one's called the Tulpa, and I'm reading it off the Creepypasta website because,
Look at the wiki.
yeah.
Really?
Because, yeah, I am. Alright, so I'm
Me too,
gonna start
Max,
reading
so-
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys have questions or comments, feel free. Raise your hand first, and I can see y'all.
Is
What?
mayonnaise an instrument?
Huh?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. No, dude, I love SpongeBob though.
Oh, that's what
Okay.
I meant
Me too.
Alright. So this is the Tulpa. Last year, I spent 6 months participating in what I was told was a psychological experiment. I found an ad in my local paper looking for imaginative people, looking to make good money. And since it was the only ad that week that I was remotely qualified for, I gave them a call and we arranged an interview. They told me that all I would have to do is stay in a room alone with sensors attached to my head to read my brain activity, and while I was there I would visualize a double of myself. They called it my Tulpa.
Oh, is it like the thing that you like imagine, like you like been thinking about it so hard, so it comes like to life, I guess, and like it tries killing? No, that's something else.
Well, let me continue reading it. Nano.
I remember something I heard there was like something like that, where, like like you keep your mind on it, and then it comes to like haunt you negatively.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like it manifests itself in real life, and like it comes to like kill you.
Let me finish reading it, bro.
I feel like it's something like that.
Calm your
It's really
titties.
direct.
So yeah, but if I saw an ad like this though, for real though, I would be like, nah, this is too good to be true. This is easy
it'd
money.
probably become, like,
It's
kidnapping
too
or
good to
something.
be true. I'm not doing this. Yeah. I wouldn't do it because I'd be like, nah, they're gonna take me. They'll take me away. It's like
Take you on your Bad Bunny shirt.
take me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They can take the Bad Bunny shirt, but they can leave me. It's the only shirt I found.
It's all one clean.
Yeah. Okay. It seemed easy enough, and I agreed to do it as soon as they told me how much I would be paid. And the next day, I begun. They brought me to a simple room and gave me a bed, then attached sensors to my head, and they hooked them into a little black box on the table beside me. They talked me through the process of visualizing my double again, and explained that if I got bored or restless, instead of moving around, I should visualize my double moving around, or try to interact with him, and so on. The idea was to keep him with me the entire time I was in the room. That seems simple enough. Honestly, I feel like I can do that. I feel like I like daydream a lot, and it's easy for me to like get lost in my head.
Mhm.
I feel like that'd be simple enough for me to do. That's
Yeah.
easy money.
I feel like I gotta get distracted.
You get distracted.
I feel like I was just start thinking of something else.
You just like start thinking of like what Overwatch character I want to play next.
Literally.
Yeah.
What should I argue with Angie about? What should I call Angie this week?
What should I call Angie this week? What should I do to traumatize her?
What racial slur should I call her now? Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. I had trouble with it for the first few days. Lame. It was more
Few
controlled
days?
than any sort of daydreaming.
Girl, you have to
You know what?
Few days, like
Well, I mean, if they're paying you a certain amount of money, and if it's hourly, I'd be taking forever too. I'd be like, hey, yeah, I'd be like, free money.
I feel like I get bored, and I just be like, I just want to dip now. Like, can I just go home?
You're like, I'm sorry.
Can I go
for
home
your
early?
time. Like, you don't have to pay me for
Yeah, like,
anything.
I'll be there like 30 minutes, and like just alone in my head, and be like, can I just go now?
That's like an easy like $50 though for nothing. For like 30 minutes of you just chilling there, taking a break from the world.
Well, yeah, after you get that $50, I'm just what I did.
I'm gonna waste the video.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can you know how they pay you hourly. Like, so if you do 4 hours of doing nothing, not thinking of anything, they give you $50 times 4. How much is that? $200.
Well, if they don't pay you because you're not thinking of anything, you're not thinking of
No, they do.
But they want you thinking of
You
the
have. I
global.
mean, it's for your time.
But what if
I would
they're
honestly
evil?
be like really like dragging it on and be like,
Can you bring something there at least? Like,
I don't think so. I think it's just you.
Can I be my dog?
yeah, can I bring my dog? Can I bring also on here?
Can I bring Simba?
I think they'd be like, no. Your emotional support dog Angie that also needs emotional support.
I know he needs
Yeah,
emotional support too.
hamster. He ain't died.
We're not gonna talk about this. Okay.
His brother. Continue.
I had trouble with it for the first few days. It was more controlled than any sort of daydreaming I've done before. I'd imagine my double for a few minutes, then grow distracted. But by the 4th day, I could manage to keep him present for the entire 6 hours. They told me I was doing very well. Dang, for 6 hours? 6 hours times $50? Not how much is that?
Hey, man.
6 times 5, how much is that? That's 30. That'll be $300.
I think I'm like it.
$200, wow, for 6 hours just to like not do anything. Nice.
You know how much Robux that is?
Angie,
Shut up! Why would you? Oh my gosh! You
I was thinking, like,
eat,
what I
breathe,
could buy.
and sleep, Roblox.
I was
dude.
thinking like, what sick pets can I buy? Angie, like, how much you Robux?
I count money in Robux
Freaking-
now.
Oh my god, you're
And you-
insane.
you
She's
should
over
get a
here.
job.
Like
That's
legit,
30,000 Robux.
legit. I came home from work and I called Angie. I'm like, Angie, where you at? What are you doing? You know, she didn't answer me the first time, and I was like, what did you do? What was so important that you didn't answer me? She's like, I was playing the Princess Tycoon.
I don't know.
Princess Tycoon. Really,
A
Angie?
little girl. Probably like.
She told-
give her trauma.
She told me she's like, I was in a fight. I was in the middle of a fight. What?
I was in
What?
the middle of a fight.
And I was like, Angie, well, I'm here. Come downstairs.
This little 80-year-old child.
yeah, what about it? She's the one that
How
came
are
up
you?
to me and killed me first.
Priorities, huh, Angie?
I'm
Huh?
19. But they don't know that.
Priorities, huh, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay. We
Priorities.
keep going.
Continue.
The second week, they gave me a different room with wall-mounted speakers.
Flyer.
Dang,
Listen
right?
to
I
some
know. What are you gonna bust through there? I don't know. What are you gonna be like pumping through there? Requests? What are you gonna be requesting?
You don't like the music I like, so.
We'll give people the song you
Mumble number
request, so
5.
that way somebody can.
SpongeBob theme. SpongeBob theme.
The SpongeBob theme?
Oh, the one where he's busting on the speakers like did.
Fine, Friday night.
The one where he's like busting it out for the jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find it to Freddy's Nightcore. Find it to
Either
Freddy's,
that or
family music.
the Sweet Victory one where he's out there with the
the
whole
microphone?
orchestra. Yeah.
I want that one.
the goofy.
Oh, the Goofy Goober one.
I just want the banjo.
SpongeBob.
I'd be
voice.
like, I would want the tita tilita tilita
Yeah,
tilita
just the whole SpongeBob
tilita.
soundtrack, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
the whole SpongeBob
please.
soundtrack. Any song
I
that-
request SpongeBob. Yeah.
I like SpongeBob. Give me a TV with SpongeBob and I'm good.
Yeah.
So that's what
Honestly,
entertained without for hours. Honestly, yeah.
Oh, just watching the entirety of regular show in that empty room.
Regular show's funny too. I like
I love
regular show.
regular show. I'm almost done with it.
It got me
I
a little
don't wanna-
frustrated. Regular show got me a little frustrated.
Why?
Cause just those two adults, right? They're two adults,
It's a kid show.
and they're supposed to like.
It's a show for like 13-year-olds. You know that, right?
It gets me frustrated
Young
because it's like
teens.
it's just not responsible, and then they just do whatever they want with their lives, and they go around.
That's the whole thing. They're not responsible. They're just guys just trying to make it up, like just doing whatever.
They're like
they-
23 now.
Yeah, they're just guys trying to like make like live their life.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's entertaining.
Because
they begin into like the most random things ever. Like Rigby
Oh.
would probably like slap box to the devil for not like trying to pay like $5 for a bag of chips.
yeah. And no, it's sad because, like, in reality, they're only working that job because Rigby,
All
like...
because they just want a house, man.
No, it's because Rigby... Because, when they were signing up for college, Mordecai
Well,
got
Rigby-
accepted to art
Rigby
school.
never finished high school until later on in the season.
Yeah, but, like, Mordecai got accepted to art school, and, like, that was his thing. He was really into art. But since Rigby didn't get accepted, he, like, wrote a fake note and, like, plagiarized it, basically saying that Mordecai was not accepted. And that Rigby was, but Rigby's all like, since you're my best friend, I'm not gonna go. So, like, he kind of ruined his life.
Yeah.
Without him knowing.
Wow, that's
And then
messed
they
up.
took that job because they had like the benefits, like you can live on site and like you work, and then I don't know, they just didn't like it. It's funny though because in one episode they literally fight ahead.
Gary Bugger Ferguson.
Yeah,
Gary Bugger Ferguson.
just
Okay.
because you're gonna beat
Giant
his high
bearded
score.
face.
Then he explodes.
And
I
they're
remember
like,
that.
they
And then
basically
his son
that's
comes.
kids.
His son comes to.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue. I'm sorry.
We're done with talking about this.
That's funny.
Okay, next. I'm gonna continue, alright, guys?
Okay.
They told me that they wanted to see if I could still keep the tulpa with me in spite of distracting stimuli. The music was discordant, ugly, and unsettling.
Discord.
Discordant. Discordant.
I know Discord's supposed to mean something.
Discordant.
I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Okay, Nano.
Discordant, ugly, and unsettling. And it made the
so
process
Angie.
a little more
Why are you laughing at
a
that?
little more difficult. Did you have tears up in the morning? And you came out?
Yeah.
Came over her bonnet. She's like,
Stop. Okay.
My hair's not frizzy. Not much frizzy. It's up
You're
in a little bun.
straight. You have no frizz.
I do. You just don't pay attention to me
I
enough.
reckon my hair gets frizzy.
Nano's good hair gets frizzy, and I
Because
noticed it.
Nano's hair is like different. It's not straight.
Well, it's straighter than your hair.
It's not straight.
Well, my hair was short. It was also like a little bit wavy.
Okay. Whose fault is that?
What do you mean? It's not my fault.
Is this your fault?
How is it my fault? I didn't ask to have long hair. I don't want long hair. If I could, I would cut it again.
Loser. I'm away with the long hair.
It made the process a little more difficult, but I managed nonetheless. The next week, they played even more unsettling music,
It's the regular
punctuated with shrieks, feedback loops that sound what sounded like an old school modem dial-up, and guttural voices speaking some foreign language. I just laughed it off. I was a pro by then.
He's listening to hyperpop, Angie.
No, probably, I don't know.
Listening to funk or something.
Listening to whales communicate with each other underneath the
Funk isn't what you think. When you
yeah.
think of funk, isn't the real funk.
Okay, no.
Brazilian funk.
That isn't funk. No.
I know, but it's so funny for me.
Okay.
I'll show you what funk is later.
After about a month, I started to get bored. To liven things up, I started interacting with my doppelganger. We'd have conversations or play rock, paper, scissors, or I'd imagine him juggling. Man, I would make him lose all the time. Be like, loser.
Imagine you losing to me.
Loser.
Want me. Right now.
Shut up.
Want me.
And they can play Roblox with me.
And you're so...
Like, use my backup account. Stop playing with myself, literally.
and then when one of you gets banned, you can't play anymore. Give that account back. Give that account back right now.
No.
Okay. And imagine him juggling or breakdancing or whatever caught my fancy.
What's the move?
I asked the researchers if my foolishness would adversely affect their study, but they encouraged me. So we played and communicated. And that was fun for a while. And then it got a little strange. I was telling him about my first date one day, and he corrected me. I said my date was wearing a yellow top, and he told me it was a green one. I thought about it for a second, and realized he was right. It creeped me out. After my shift that day, I talked to the researchers about it. You're using the thought form to access your subconscious, they explained. You knew on some level that you were wrong, and you subconsciously corrected yourself. What had been creepy was suddenly cool. I was talking to my subconscious. It took some practice, but I found that I could question my tulpa and access all sorts of memories. I could make it quote whole pages of books I read once, years before, or things I was taught and immediately forgot in high school. It was awesome. Girl, I'd be like cheating the whole time. Be like, hey, let's
Notes.
answer this. Huh?
No, he's an adult.
He's an adult, but he just like wanted to see what he could subconsciously remember, and he would just like test himself. I guess he'd be like, "Hey, like read me this paragraph." He'd be like, "Hey Siri, can you read me the chapter for?" Oh. Siri, no, turn off.
How? Something stabbed me. It was a Bambi hair.
Yeah, so basically he would just call upon his doppelganger and be like, "Hey, can you read me this this paragraph from this one book we
read
read?
the entire Lord of the Rings books.
Can you recite the Bible for me?" And it'd be like, "Here you go, the entire Lord of the Rings."
The entire Lord of the Rings series right now, including the Hobbit.
Act out, SpongeBob episode season 5 episode 4.
Minute.
And it'd be like
21.
and then it'd be like, what's funny than 24? 25. I'm just kidding. Okay.
You're lame.
That was around the time I started calling up my double outside of the research center. Not often at first, but I was so used to imagining him by now that it almost seemed odd to not see him. So whenever I was bored, I visualized my double. Eventually, I started doing it almost all the time. It was amusing to take him along like an invisible friend. I imagined him when I was hanging out with friends or visiting my mom. I even brought him along on a date once. I didn't need to speak a lot to him, so I was able to carry out conversations with him, and no one was the wiser except Edward Cullen. He heard everything.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Girl, I was like,
Why,
what?
except Edward Cullen. He heard everything. He's
Imagine
like,
having a
"Creep."
conversation with your Tulpa, and then Edward's like, "What are you doing?"
Giving me the strange.
He's
What are
like-
you talking to?
He could probably hear the double too. I don't know. He's like, "Where is it?"
Where'd that one come from?
Maybe like, "Are you a vampire too? What's your ability?"
I know that sounds strange, but it was fun. Not only was he a walking repository of everything I knew and everything I had forgotten, but he also seemed more in touch with me than I did at times. He had an uncanny grasp of the minutiae of body language that I didn't even realize I was picking up on. For example, I thought the date I brought him along on was going badly, but he pointed out how she was laughing a little too hard at my jokes and leaning toward me as I spoke, and a bunch of other subtle clues I wasn't consciously picking up on. I listened, and let's just say that date went very well. What a loser.
Okay, Erica.
I mean, if you can't like
He's
see it
lying.
yourself,
I mean, technically he is singing himself.
technically, but I mean, he needs to talk to his inner voice,
He's an hitman.
I guess.
Good for him.
Do you do that?
No.
She doesn't leave the house. What's she gonna be doing that for?
Talking to himself?
Talking to Simba.
Simba, yeah, he's my Tulpa. But in
No
dog
wonder
form.
he's the way he is.
Look at him. He's right behind Nano. Look.
Oh my
just staring at
gosh.
him. You see that? You see a little mop?
I do see a little womp.
Oh, he's so cute.
Okay.
I didn't notice him.
By the time I'd been at the research center for 4 months, he was with me constantly. The researchers approached me one day after my shift and asked if I'd stop visualizing him. I denied it, and they seemed pleased. I silently asked my double if he knew what prompted that, but he just shrugged it off. So did I. I'd be asking for a raise. Be like, I'm working overtime outside my house. Y'all need to
What if
pay
they
up.
tell him to stop?
Or you know what? I would be.
Yeah, you're gonna-
I'd be writing down the times. Be like, yeah, I imagine him this time. Imagine him this other time. Here you go. Make sure you mail that check to me pronto.
What if him telling him that like the researchers are like, you're gonna end this multiverse, and it's just like get really deep into that.
What if that's just you from a multiverse?
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, Flash.
No, I was thinking Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay. I was overthinking about the Flash. I was like, okay.
Nicholas.
Anyways.
That's
I withdrew a little from the world at that point. I was having trouble relating to people. It seemed to me that they were so confused and unsure of themselves, while I had a manifestation of myself to confer with. I made socializing awkward. Nobody else seemed aware of the reasons behind their actions, why some things made them mad and others made them laugh. They didn't know what moved them, but I did, or at least I could ask myself and get an answer. A friend confronted me one evening. He pounded at the door until I answered it, and came in fuming and swearing up a storm. You haven't answered when I called you in fucking weeks, you dick. He yelled, what's your fucking problem? I was about to apologize to him and probably would have offered to hit the bars with him that night, but my Tulpa grew suddenly furious. Hit him, it said. And before I knew what I was doing, I heard his nose break. He fell to the floor and came up swinging, and we beat each other up and down my apartment.
It's just his intrusive thoughts.
Chose violence.
Hit him.
I was more. Angie in the background.
Paint our nails in color, our hair the same color. Oh my god, we should hit him.
Me in the background.
In the background, Angie, hit him. Do it. Get him. I was more furious than I had ever been. And I was not merciful. I knocked him to the ground and gave him 2 savage shakes to the ribs. And that was when he fled, hunched over and sobbing. The police were by a few minutes later, but I told them that he had been the instigator, and since he wasn't around to refute me, they let me off with a warning. My Tulpa was grinning the entire time. We spent the night crowning about my victory and steering over how badly I'd beaten my friend.
Erica, she just got another fly.
Aren't you got another fly?
Yeah.
Girl, put it in the bottle.
Master.
I tell you, have Mr. Miyagi living here with me. What's your special
Did you
skill?
hear me? I said Mr. Miyagi.
Catching flies.
Catching flies.
Catching flies, right, Andrew?
Yep.
Nice. I love that little
Just turn it around, yeah.
I love that little troll you gave it.
Still flying.
I
Beautiful.
want water now.
You did that water.
You want that water?
No.
Okay.
It's flavored.
It's flavored.
Continue.
It's spicy.
It's spicy.
A little bit.
Angie.
With my hands already.
Yeah.
A little bit. Continue.
Okay. It wasn't until the next morning when I was checking out my black eye and cut lip in the mirror that I remembered what had set me off. My double was the one who'd grown furious, not me. I'd been feeling guilty and a little ashamed, but he goaded me into a vicious fight with a concerned friend. He was present, of course, and he knew my thoughts. You don't need him anymore. You don't need anyone else, he told me, and I felt my skin crawl. I explained all this to the researchers who employed me, but they just laughed it off. You can't be scared of something that you're imagining, one told me. My double stood beside him and nodded his head, then smirked at me. I tried to take the words to heart, but over the next few days I found myself growing more and more anxious around my Tulpa, and it seemed that he was changing. He looked taller and more menacing. His eyes twinkled with mischief, and I saw malice in his constant smile. No job was worth losing my mind over. I decided if he was out of control, I'd put him down. I was so used to him at that point that visualizing him was an automatic process, so I started trying my damnedest to not visualize him. It took a few days, but it started to work somewhat. I could get rid of him for hours at a time, but every time he came back, he seemed worse. His skin seemed ashen, his teeth more pointed. He hissed and gibbered and threatened and swore. The discordant music I'd been listening to for months seemed to accompany him everywhere. Even when I was home, I'd relax and slip up, no longer concentrating on not seeing him, and there he'd be, and that howling noise with him. Bro. He just gave him a whole theme song. Freaking like Doodle Bob.
It is Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob coming
You
up.
Doodle Bob.
I know.
Me, SpongeBob.
Stop. Like, for real, that's him every time he come up.
Like, you Tulpa. You normal.
There's some big buff dude. You keep that.
SpongeBob.
Dude, stop. That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
What are you looking at?
A fly came and hit her in the head.
Oh, I felt something
For
in my
my
ear.
brothers.
I was like,
For my brothers.
continue. For my friend.
I was still visiting the research center and spending my 6 hours there. I needed the money and thought they weren't aware that I was not actively not visualizing my Tulpa. I was wrong. After my shift one day, about 5.5 months in, two impressively men grabbed and restrained me. Someone in a lab coat jabbed a hypodermic needle into me.
Where?
We should not speak.
Where?
I don't know actually. I don't know where that's all it said.
What's a hypodermic needle?
I don't know.
They had to put on his pants.
Hypodermic needle? I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Hypodermia.
Hypodermia.
When I think of hypothermia and I said hypodermia.
Okay, now. It's probably like a really cold needle then. I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
Like, wow.
It's not. I'm pretty sure
Angie,
it's not that.
are you okay?
Deep.
Okay.
Continue.
Angie, what did you call it? Booty juice or something?
They booty juiced you?
Yeah, so they probably booty juiced him.
Ah, they probably did.
They did. Because he woke up from my stubber back in the
Take the
room.
Grimace shake.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh, they injected the Grimace shake in him,
Directly into him.
in his booty hole. Oh, not booty hole. Sorry.
Haircut.
Sorry, not booty.
Haircut.
And gee, booty juice, right? Booty
Yeah.
juice. Yeah.
His
Booty hole.
cheek.
Not his booty hole. Not his
It's
booty
like
hole.
the butt
His cheeks.
cheek.
They licked his fingers, spread his cheeks.
To
Shut up.
lubricate it, they went two.
Stop.
Why are you like this? I'm funny.
Teeny looking at me all scared. I know, Teeny. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I found this lip scrub that Angie has. There's an eyelash on it. Like a broken eyelash.
Dude, did I show you the picture of Angie's eyelashes on my
Why
bed?
you told me that?
On my
Context, I walked in Erica's room, and I think she was screaming at Angie. Like, why are your eyelashes on my bed? Angie left them there.
I didn't know they were there actually. I was looking for them.
dude. They were like on this like blanket I had on my bed, and I used that blanket to leave it there so that the dogs can sleep on it. But I slept with it. And in the morning, when I get up and I was walking around getting ready, I saw 2 eyelashes stuck on my blanket.
It was me.
That's not sanitary. Did you throw those away?
Yeah.
No, it's
Girl.
like a broken one too. So it's like,
You're
this one's
so-
been-
the ones I
this
cut
one's
off.
probably been on
Why are
here for,
you like
years.
this?
Why are you the way that you are?
Okay, I'm gonna continue, okay?
Mm.
I woke up from my stupor back in the room, strapped into the bed, music blaring, and my doppelganger standing over me cackling. He hardly looked human anymore. His features were twisted, his eyes were sunken in their sockets, and filmed over like a corpse.
He's gonna get something else in his booty.
Shut up. Give me some chon chon. I know you're uncomfortable. He's like, stop it. Huh?
He turned into papaya. He got the slip back and everything.
He's a dun dun.
What did he say? Like, I forgot what he said.
What?
What papaya said to Miklo?
He's some chun chun.
No, he said something before that. He's like, something my boy. Give me some chon.
He's like,
Never mind. I don't know.
Continue,
Okay, I want to continue. Felt over like a corpse. He was much taller than me, but hunched over. His hands were twisted, and his fingernails were like talons. He was, in short, fucking terrifying. I tried to will him away, but it just couldn't seem to concentrate. He giggled and tapped the IV in my arm. I thrashed in my restraints as best I could, but could hardly move at all. They're pumping me full of the good shit, I think. How's the mind? All fuzzy? He leaned over and he leaned closer and closer as he spoke. I gagged. His breath smelled like spoiled meat. I tried to focus.
Angie, how are you gonna kick him?
I said kiss.
I tried to
Catch
focus.
him off guard.
What's wrong with you, Angie?
Like,
A lot of things.
like that.
I'm kind of like kick like that.
Catch him off guard.
What if he's into that?
Oh, then I don't know. Both of you get a good night. I don't know.
I think only one will have a good night, Angie.
His breath smelled like spoiled milk. I tried to focus, but he couldn't banish him. The next few weeks were terrible. Every so often, someone in a doctor's coat would come in and inject me with something, or force feed me a pill. They kept me dizzy and unfocused, and sometimes left me hallucinating or delusional. They gave him the good stuff.
Is he still getting paid?
I think I think he's kidnapped at this point. I don't think he's getting paid anymore. I think they're gonna ask for ransom now. They mean, like, give us back all the money we gave you. My thought form was still present, constantly mocking. He interacted with, or perhaps caused my delusions. I hallucinated that my mother was there, scolding me, and then he cut her throat, and her blood showered me. It was so real that I could taste it. The doctors never spoke to me. I begged, at times screamed, hurled invectives, demanded answers. They never spoke to me.
They're Jason Todding him.
Who's that?
You know who Jason Todd is? Second robber that got tortured by Joker.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly he died, turned into a redhead.
Just.
I'm not a DC fan.
They never spoke to me. They may have talked to my Tulpa, my personal monster. I'm not sure. I was so doped and confused that it may have been more delusion. But I remember them talking with him. I grew convinced that he was a real one and I was the thought form. He encouraged that line of thoughts at times, mocked me at others. Another thing that I pray was a delusion. He could touch me. More than that, he could hurt me. He poked and prodded at me. If
So he did take the chinchon.
What are you poking prod him with?
I don't know, Angie.
What kind
I
of
don't know.
meat?
And he stopped. You're scaring me.
It's funny to me.
He poked and prodded me as if he felt I wasn't paying enough attention to him. Once he grabbed my testicles and squeezed. Oh
BDSM was this kind of story.
Is this just a fanfic?
This is BDSM. This is a Wattpad story. Continue.
Until I told him I loved him.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Stop.
Erica.
What? I'm just reading the story. I had no idea what happened. I'm so traumatized. No. Oh no.
Grabs and twists your balls violently. Tell me you love me.
Nano would be like, I love you. Right
Well,
now.
anything to get rid of him.
Yeah, no, wouldn't you?
Or else, like, your testicles are gonna get ripped off, I guess.
Oh, he's already ripping them off.
No, he's grabbing onto them and he's like, swinging them.
Gross. This is gross. Okay. This is kind of funny though.
It is funny.
Another time he slashed my forearm with one of his talons. I still have a scar. Most days I can convince myself that I injured myself and just hallucinated that he was responsible. Most days. Then one day, while he was telling me a story about how he was going to gut everybody I love, it started with my sister. He paused. A curious look crossed his face. I reached out and touched my head, like my mother used to when I was feverish. That's scary. Scary. And what's more is that my fingers are so close to me. She sneezed on my finger, but as she was like moving her little face to sneeze, I felt her teeth on my finger, and I was so scared she was gonna bite me. I was like, so scared. I was like,
you thought your double was gonna come bite you?
I thought she was gonna bite me. Yeah, I was so scared. And I had teeny sneeze on my hand.
That's funny.
I'd rather have teeny sneeze on my hand than anybody else's though. Just so y'all know.
They're cute.
Like my mother used to when I was feverish. He stayed still for a long moment and then smiled. All thoughts are creative, he told me, and then he walked out the door. 3 hours later, I was given an injection and passed out. I woke, unrestrained, shaking. I made my way to the door and found it unlocked. I walked out into the empty hallway and then ran. That gave me like Resident Evil vibes, like the movie. When like she comes out and she's all naked too. She's like,
with the like, are there like needles on her?
yeah, that movie. Yeah, when she comes out in like
pain,
in like Raccoon City. Yeah, 'cause she had to pull out the needle from her brain.
The games are way better.
The movie.
We're talking about the movies now, no, not about the games right now. Stop it.
I was like, huh.
Honestly, I can watch all those movies in a loop. You know what other movies I can watch in a loop?
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill's sick.
Kill Bill, I can watch
like
the
Kill Bill
first
too.
one and the second one over and over again. I'd be like, yeah. I really wish they would have made it into a trilogy, so I could watch the third one too.
I feel like they should like continue it but animate. Cause like yeah, like,
Animated.
animated.
Yeah,
The animated one?
You could animate
Like,
it.
yeah,
they do.
it's like really inspired by anime, so I feel like they just like animated it and like turned
Yeah.
out good.
Kill Bill
The
animated was
animation
sick.
scenes were pretty good too. The ones that they had in the movie.
Exactly.
The movie's amazing. I love watching those movies.
What's the
Spot
one
on.
girl's name? Rin? Or Shira?
Yeah.
When they
Yeah.
animated like her backstory, I was like, that's sick.
Yeah, me too. It was like, what? When I first saw it, I was so confused. I was like, what?
Mhm.
A cartoon in a movie? And then I kept watching. I was like, oh my god, this is
That's
amazing.
sick. I was like, that's cool.
This is beautiful.
This is.
And then I kept
cool.
watching it. And I was like, oh my god, I love this movie.
Oh my god. Continue.
You know what? I really wish that they'd like go into more of the backstory of each of the assassins.
That'd be sick. Remember
You
when
know-
Adventure Time did that thing, or did like a Kill Bill thing?
I don't know. I didn't see
You don't
that
remember? Yeah, you were there. We were watching it. It was when Marceline had to kill all the vampires.
Oh no, I didn't remember that.
No.
Oh, I didn't watch
Remember?
it.
Because whenever she would like murder one, she'd like it would like be all of them. They would like darken one out or like slash it out and like Kill Bill.
Nice. No, I don't remember that, but I
all named
probably
for,
look for that then.
Weren't they all named after like snakes too?
Yeah, they were all. There was like the
Like Serpent,
California Copperhead or whatever. And yeah, and then there's like Black Mamba, which is her. And then like the only black character is like, you'd think they named me Black Mamba, but they gave it to you. And I was like, what? I was like, what?
They gave it to you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
okay,
Alright,
yeah.
I'm gonna continue. I walked into the empty hallway and ran out. I stumbled more than once, but I made it down the stairs and out to the lot behind the building. There I collapsed, weeping like a child. I knew I had to keep moving, but I couldn't manage it. I got home eventually. I don't remember how. I locked the door and shoved a dresser against it. I took a long shower. I slept for a day and a half.
He took a long shower.
Yeah,
laughing?
he was probably like just like
He was just
you know like yeah like hunched over.
Sorry, look.
Yeah, he's probably just
I'm
there.
not crying.
I'm crying, you G-boy.
It's just the sound of the water. Yeah.
And slept for a day and a half. Nobody came for me in
I
the
do
night. Nobody came the next night. I know you do. And nobody came the next day or the other after that. It was over. I spent a week locked in that room, but it had felt like a century. I'd withdrawn so much from my family beforehand that nobody had even known I was missing. The police didn't find anything. The research center was empty when they researched it. The paper trail fell apart. The names I'd given them were aliases. I know how to pronounce that word now because Julie, she like legit sent us like a voice.
Yeah.
It threw our Snapchat group to everybody.
You know,
Everybody that didn't know how to pronounce
it.
it.
She stayed. She could have like just corrected us right there.
I know, but she didn't. So
How dare she?
that's on her.
That's your fault.
Aliases.
If you're not gonna be here, then don't correct us.
Yeah, no. even the money I received was apparently untraceable. He got blood money.
Nah, blood money's still traceable.
Okay.
What's blood money?
I don't know. I just said blood money. It sounded cool.
Not
When I
only
think of blood money, I think of like money that's just really, really dirty, or like.
oh, like just like commit like linked to really like bad
really,
crimes.
Really dirty money, like for real, like this money used to like buy this like big bag of cocaine, and that same money was made to like use for like a hitman or something.
I was thinking of like human trafficking organs,
Yeah.
and buying
Probably, yeah.
organs.
Yeah, like really like bad used money, I think, you know.
Well, yeah, okay.
Oh my god. Speaking of human trafficking, I think I just found the next topic I want to talk about.
Human trafficking. You know, it's like
Yeah.
really big here in Washington too.
Yeah,
Happens a lot.
Do you remember those like those massage like
Places.
places that
Oh,
I,
in
that, I,
Seattle,
that I
huh?
told you in Seattle and in Richland that got
Yeah.
shut down because they were having human trafficking? But anyways, beside that, sorry. But it just kind of thought, it reminded me, like, there was one traveler, he was telling me about this book, and it's called The Red Market,
Mhm.
and it's basically about, like, kind of like human trafficking, but they get their organs and they sell them, and, like, and how, like, you're more valuable, like, as your parts, so, like, some hospitals don't even try to, like, save you. Because they want to get your parts.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a donor. Anyways, let's keep going because
Yeah.
battery's
My friend's a
low.
donor.
Hmm?
My friend's a donor.
What friend?
No, they're not. No. Tell them to get out of it because they're gonna take. If he's about to die, they'd rather let you die and take your organ.
Because he's always like, why'd you learn this? Fact check.
Who taught you this?
Who taught you this?
My sisters.
And then he'd be like, what's your sister? I'm like,
Which sister?
which sister? If it was Angel, I'm not gonna believe it.
Why?
But I mean, like, it's
He
true.
knows
Like
He knows
they.
me.
It's true though. Like they, and I mean, I've seen it. I work in a hospital. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I get these samples, and we get a lot of samples from people, and they want to do a lot of arterial acids, they want to do CBCs, they want to do all these chemistries, and they want to see how they're doing. They take urine, they want to see how the urine levels do, they want to see how the kidneys are going, how oxygenated the blood is, because technically like they're brain dead,
Mhm.
but they're just keeping the rest of the body alive until they can harvest the organs.
Did you see that in Arizona there's like a chop shop? Do you know what that is, a chop shop?
No.
It's like, technically it's legal, because it's like ran by like a hospital, but it's basically like where they keep human bodies and like just
No,
like experiment on them.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue because I think the battery's low. I recovered as much as one can. I don't leave the house much, and I have panic attacks when I do. I cry a lot, I don't sleep much, and my nightmares are terrible. It's over, I tell myself. I survived. I used the concentration those bastards taught me to convince myself. It works sometimes. Not today, though. 3 days ago, I got a phone call from my mother. There's been a tragedy. My sister. My sister's the latest victim in a spree of killings, the police say. The perpetrator mugs his victims, then guts them. The funeral was this afternoon. It was a lovely service, I suppose. I was a little distracted, though. All I could hear was music coming from somewhere distant, discordant, unsettling stuff that sounds like feedback, and shrieking, and a modem dial-up. I hear it still, a little louder now. That's it. This fool, oh my god, I will punch him myself. Like,
I mean,
this dude legit tells you that he's gonna go cut your sister up. First thing you do when you get out is go to your freaking house and just lock yourself in there instead of calling your sister and say, hey, are you okay?
Well, he probably wasn't thinking about that.
Like, but I mean, like if he felt that thing poking him, we're not gonna say where, but he felt the thing poking him somewhere.
He felt the grasp on his nuts.
If he felt that for real, he felt that for real. Why is and then that thing told him, I'm gonna go kill your sister. Why isn't he calling up his sister saying, are you okay? Like, careful, like just make sure that you're with somebody.
She's like, are you okay? You haven't answered any of our calls.
I would be calling up Julie and Angie. I'd be like, you guys fine? Like, please take care of yourselves. Please come find me. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Well, you said killing spree.
like a mean girl. Mom, I'm scared.
Pick me up. I'm scared.
I'm scared. But yeah, I mean, but it's like, I mean, killing spree is because the killing spree, like, it's his Tulpa going around killing people and gutting them because he has talents for fingers. He's
Well, I'm
basically
pretty sure
like
he's like
Freddy.
He's like powerful. Then, pretty
No,
sure his sister being
weak.
with another person is not gonna help.
Who's gonna come gut you too?
Yeah.
And if his sister goes missing, Tulpa knows where it's gonna be.
I don't know. I would have made another Tulpa. Go
What if that one like?
Go find this fool right now.
What if that one just like?
It's in my
squares up
mind.
with you?
What?
What if that one
Oh
also squares up
heck
with
no, man! Bring him back over here. Bring my doppelganger over here. We fighting. We fighting.
you? It's got a cape.
It's gonna kill me. It's okay.
No, it isn't.
That's fine.
As long as I can get her lick back, she's fine.
As long as yeah, exactly. as long as I get some of my frustration out, I can die happy. That's all I'm saying. You know.
It's like
I am literally like a little ball of like anger sometimes.
it's like that
You know,
one.
Erica told me today. I'm like,
What?
we came back from McDonald's, and then I'm like, Erica, I know how to get home from here. You know how to put down. She's like, let me cook. Let me drive.
I've been seeing a lot of Overwatch videos, okay? And that's like the lingo they use. Let me cook. Shut your face. Leave me alone, okay? I've been watching a lot of Overwatch. Stop it.
That's so funny. Let me cook. Drive.
This is all I have, okay? To keep me happy. Watching Overwatch while I'm at work getting yelled at. Or when I'm at work trying to figure something stressful out. Alright, then I guess that's it for today, right, guys?
Yes.
That's all I have for today. Next week, I'll think about talking about. Well, I mean, I need to like buy that book and research like the
What book?
because it's a book like Red Market.
Oh,
Pretty
I kind of
cool,
want to
right?
read it.
Talking about it.
guess.
I like
It's
reading
pretty
those
cool.
kinds of books. I have like a whole. Actually, no, never mind. I have like a whole list in my notes.
These
called-
books I want to read, but I'm not gonna buy them because I have no money.
No, it's called Books That Deserve Jail Time, and they're kind of like really weird
Bro?
graphic books. Yeah.
Children.
Yeah.
Send me the list.
Okay.
See what
I have like the.
I like disturbing the content.
Me too. No, you don't even read.
I don't read, but I'll see if I can find like an audiobook.
Oh, you're right. No, but I have like the title, the author, and then I have like a description on the side of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, a small little
Okay.
description. Okay.
All right. Well, that's it for today.
Anything you want to say, Tiny?
If you guys want to please go through our socials, we don't have much, but it's kind of hard to post. But I always say this too. We'll try posting. I don't think we'll do it, but it's kind of hard. But yeah.
Okay.
All right then. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.